Crow poem. I am awed by big crows, their bluster and cockiness brashened by size, city swagger and country crass emboldened on them feather by feather. Close, these burnished birds are all beak and bright eye, unbelievable mythic beasts. The crow has the head of a crow and the body of a crow. Its tail is a crow's tail, and its wings are crow's wings, with crow feathers on them. Who could credit such description? But I have seen. It feasts in fields, haunts houses and parks. Huge, gleaming, sleek, it perches in forest like an angel atop a Christmas tree. It stretches its neck, opens its beak, and Gabriel's trumpet caws. After Eden. Imagine emotion made of metal leaves, birch chime silver for love, coppered chinkapin sorrow. Comb a forest floor littered with letters, an alphabet of feeling amid fronds of feathered ferns. Curled alder afloat on a fall rill glitters light like aluminum laughter, or gilded sinks us with guilt. Sycamores reclaim patience with a clean nickel glint, and tin tupelos bend in uncertainty. Words are wind, the dwindled original language blown through branches before Babel fell. The voice of a luffed vessel's whispered flaps, puffed air erupted from fissures, surf spray, the whisper of sparrows' wings. A harsh sentence, the susurrus of fallen slaves expelled from bliss. We breathe the dusted duff of pulverized pleasure, fear, and pity. Feel reflections off those lost alloys, leaves of Eden under moonlight's spell, motes in a beam of the primal lamp. Poetry is pure water, a tisane of sanity, dilute dissolved droplets from the chakra of creation, nurtured centuries in certain clear lakes, the call of loons, the lean of willows. And I'm going to read this one from the book because I can, and this is exciting. A few blocks. This is the smell of magnolia in bloom. It is upwind of me, more than a block away, stronger as I approach. It is a sweet scent with a hint of decay, though even the fallen petals are fresh. If it were a color, it would be chartreuse. If it were Chinese food, it would be sweet and sour pork. This is the smell of a juniper berry. I picked it from a hedge and crushed it. Gin is made from junipers, but this is nothing like gin. It is an acrid scent with a wisp of pine. It smells just like it looks. If it were a color, it would be deep teal. If it were a style of architecture, it would be Tudor. This is the smell of fresh earth. They are rebuilding a block of the road, and huge swaths of soil are bare. It has a touch of mushroom and is a rich, flat smell and moist. If it were a color, it would be jet black, even though this dirt is brown. If it were a kind of bird, it would be a pelican. This is the smell of anise. I don't know where it comes from because I am in the middle of a parking lot. It is the back lot for several restaurants, but the smell is still a surprise. It is both sweet and sharp and unpleasant, though in its faintness it is more like fennel or caraway and tolerable. If it were a color, it would be orange. If it were an appliance, it would be a space heater. This is the smell of ink. Not real ink, made for ink pens in the 18th century. Ballpoint ink from my ballpoint pen. Sometimes when I write, I get blotches, which I can smell. It is a strong smell, cloying and deep, with a suspicion of poison. I enjoy it for a few moments, then cannot stand it. If it were a color, it would be yellow. If it were an article of clothing, it would be a beret. This is the smell of air after rain. It is a clear smell, with earth and ozone and iron at its edges, but it contrasts with these rather than being composed of them. If it were a color, it would be a very pale blue. If it were a letter of the alphabet, it would be the letter O.